Yo, what's good, everyone? Alex Trataros here with another Jets episode of the Knicks, Jets, etc. podcast. And with me is always my buddy, my cousin, pal, the man with the plan, the one and only John Meleka. But before I ask John how he's doing, guys, I got a public service announcement for all you out there. Please, if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure to hit the 5 stars, give us a review. If you don't listen there, make sure to subscribe on Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, you name it, we are there. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell, and follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it. All right. Now that that's done, I hope you guys all did that. John, how are you doing, my man? I just want to make sure we're all aware of what happened today. John Meleka, my buddy, I don't know how he did this. I don't know why he decided to do this. He decided to go to MetLife Stadium today to go watch the New York Jets take on the Buffalo Bills. Now, I support going to watch Mike White. I don't know why you choose against the Buffalo Bills, though. Like, you know, this team's good. Like, but how are you doing, man? How are you feeling? That's got to be rough, dude. Out in the cold, watching this game, watching 4 interceptions. You were not, correct me if I'm wrong, you were not at the Patriots game where Zach threw 4 interceptions, right?
I was at the Patriots game.
Oh, my God.
That was the home
stop
opener.
going to these games, man. Please stop. Please stop. 4 interceptions twice that you've been there. We need you to stop.
Yeah, it must be my fault that Dawson Knox was open on every single play. Yeah, it must have been me in the stands. Give me a break. Get out of here.
How you doing, though, man? You all right?
I'm good,
right?
dude. I'm good. It's just like, first of all, I'm like joking around that it's about to be 17-0 in the first half, and literally I'm watching it. I'm like, I didn't actually ever get there, right? Because we had the 3, but holy God, 17-3. It's just like, I feel like I should need that tattooed on my body at some point, like 17-0. This team just is 17-0. But hey, man, like, what do you want this team to do on defense? They have no safeties, and they literally didn't guard Dawson. I don't want to actually rewatch this game, but I do want to just rewatch like some of the coaches film when it comes out, just to watch red zone plays with Dawson. Dude, Dawson Knox 88 was open every single play. Wasn't anyone near him. Dude, there wasn't anyone near him the whole game. I don't know, like, so Mike White, I don't know. I like Michael Carter. I'll tell you that. I like both Michael Carters. Michael Carter on defense had a sick play, so I was able to get down on the field through the coaches club, the the EY coaches club down there, and you'll be able to like get on the same. You're literally on the turf, so which is really cool in and of itself. But I was standing there when Michael Carter got that reach. When he got that tip that pass, I was sick. That was, I have no idea how he got there. Great play. Like when you're on the floor, I'm like, how the hell did he reach it? Like, how the hell did he get there? But dude, that's the one positive I have. I don't know. I mean, dude, we're down by 30. The whole game wasn't even competitive. But I felt like the D line did okay. I don't think we did anything too crazy, but they did whatever they wanted. Everyone was open on every single play. Mike White, it was nice. You can be a career backup. Sounds good. People are going to have more faith in him than Sam Darnold, regardless of this game. I mean, no, he's fine. They're both back. They're both career-long backups. Zack Wilson's fine. Joe Flacco, 100%, 3 for 3, 1 touchdown. Made this game not look like a complete blowout, I guess. I don't have any of them. This game sucks.
Thank you, man. Joe Flacco, for finding Elijah Moore. Had him in 2 weeks today. Got that touchdown. 2.
Yeah, dude, this game just sucked. This game absolutely sucked. What is there to say, dude? I mean, I'm watching Aldrich, write down stuff all game. Like, I don't know what he's scheming up on the sideline over there. The O-line's trying. I don't know why Duvernay isn't in there. I don't know why our new right guard isn't playing yet. I guess they maybe they'll put him in with Zack Wilson. But I have no notes, man. What the hell did you see on the television? It was absolute trash. Like, from the first out, our best play was offsetting penalties, man. Our literal best. I was dying. Like the Bills fans as usual, there were a lot of them at MetLife, especially because they're good and we stink. So, I get it. But they were talking a lot of trash, and I couldn't believe that offsetting penalties was our only positive play for legitimately a good 45 minutes of real time. Like a good 45 minutes of real time. The only positive plays we had was offsetting penalties for both sides.
Yeah. There's a lot I can say about this game.
Go ahead.
Not positive, but there's a lot. I think the first thing I want to talk about is just the complete lack of defense. The amount of points we've been giving up the past couple of games has just been insane, dude. Like absolutely insane. I don't even know what that was the whole thing coming into the season. I guess, I get not having Carl Lawson. You could question if Vinny Curry was going to make a big difference for this team too. It's just rough, dude. Because look, it's been since playing the Broncos, we've given up 26 points, 27, 27, 20, it's 26 to the Broncos, 24 to the Titans, 27 to the Falcons. What is that? Sorry. I'm so annoyed right now. 26 to the Broncos, 24 to the Titans, 27 to the Falcons, 54 to the Patriots, 34 to we gave up 31 to the Bengals, 45 to the Colts, and now 45 to the Bills. That's just horrendous, bro. Like, can we just stop offenses? Like, I understand that in order for the defense to be better, the offense has to move the ball. And during some of those games, the offense wasn't moving the ball whatsoever. In today's game, I knew it was going to be tough against the Buffalo Bills defense. They're just good. They're just sound all around. Every single position on defense doesn't matter. Those guys had it on lock. But our defense, come on now. This is ridiculous, man. This is what we were supposed to come in. We have Robert Saleh, who is a defensive head coach. Ulbrich is supposedly, not supposedly, he is calling the defense. And Saleh said today that he's not going to interfere with the play calling. I would like that to change because it is not working so far. This has just been abysmal. We're not even in games at this point. I know that it's turnovers on offense too. I know we could talk about the fumble by Corey Davis. We could talk about the interception, the 4 interceptions by Mike White. We're just not in the game because our offense wasn't doing this. I understand that too. But at some point, man, I just go back, we were in this game when it was 10-3. And the pivotal point for me was you weave Stephon Diggs on the left side, man to man, with Javelin Goodry. Why? He hasn't even been playing all game. I get that it was an injury to Brandon Eccles, and that's why he went out. But you're going to put Goodry now in there and have him on Stephon Diggs, man on man, no help over the top. I know we don't have the safeties, but that's where I saw, because you had 3 plays to Stephon Diggs in a row that series get you a touchdown. That was the pivotal point for me. At that moment, I knew this team was just down for the count, because it also sucks. And I hate that we keep doing this. We can't keep receiving the ball in the first half, because then you see what happens. You think Corey Davis is going to get it, but then in Jets fashion, it's, nope, I'm not going to go down. I'm going to try to get the most amount of yards, take off a lot of time off the clock, which made absolutely no sense to me, and then fumble the freaking ball.
No, it really is unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason to, speak in hyperbole about, this is a defense, that should be run by Saleh. So what's going on? We have no safeties and we have no coverage linebackers, and that's all they did. They just continuously ran it on us. Like that touchdown at the end of, I forgot what. I don't even remember. Was it into the third quarter?
It doesn't even matter,
first
dude,
quarter. Whatever. There was a run. There was a run to the right. And our players just didn't look like they wanted to tackle. We're just even on the replay, we're just going around the players. We're I don't know. It just that I feel like when they talk about effort, those are the kind of plays I feel like they're talking about effort, but obviously they're running and stuff, but they're not trying to get their nose into it because they see what we're seeing. We're down 17 and the quarterback's throwing interceptions and we can't get it together. So what's the point? Why take that tackle? They're gonna score anyway next play. Like whatever. It's just frustrating to watch. Here's the thing, man. And I don't know how exactly the Jets are gonna treat it, obviously, but from what I know of the team or how I would approach it, we got it all out of our system. Okay, we got one win without Zack Wilson. Okay, the Mike White project is over. We've got it out of the system of the media and the fans too. Like, it's not like, oh, let's start Mike White. Is he better? Like, okay, it's finally over. Right. That was fun. The Mike White Linsanity era. And Joe Flacco had his little time today. Okay. That was fun. All right. Zack Wilson's got to come back next week. He was fine on the sideline today. He's looking around. He's getting up and down. He's sitting down because his back hurts from standing too long. Like, he's fine. He's literally fine. So he's going to start next week. We have an easy schedule. Yep. I feel like this is what they were planning. So I think that Van Roten's going to sit.
It made sense.
Van Roten's going to sit.
It made sense.
And they're going to start the new right guard we got. Michael Carter's looking okay. Ty Johnson looking fine. Elijah Moore, your boy, right? He's getting it together. So I think on the offense, we're going to have like a whole new motivation. Right, there's gonna be a whole new vibe on the offense. My issue, man, is if they don't put up 45 points, we're gonna lose by 2 touchdowns every single game. Because like there's no reason to really harp on this game. We knew that the Jets were gonna lose to the Buffalo Bills. We just didn't know by how much. We were dying and hoping and begging and pleading for a competitive game to maybe cover the 13 points, keep it within 2 touchdowns. That didn't happen from after the 10-3 pivotal moment, as you pointed out. Then we move on. They're one of the best teams in the league, and we're just not. Okay, we stink. We're not going to make the playoffs, and we're not going to be in the hunt, and it's fine. It is what it is. So I ask you, and I get a little soliloquy on the offense. And I really do think there's going to be a new breath of fresh air on the offense. And we're going to see really what Zack Wilson can do and learn. And he's going to be kind of fresh legs. It's going to be nice. But what are we going to do about the defense, man? You talked about Saleh at the top. You talked about how you think he could be running plays. You don't like that Buffalo kind of schemed Goodry on, our slot to be on Diggs, but that's what Diggs does. He gets in the slide. They do a mismatch. Other than that, like, do you see we have a pretty easy schedule coming up? Let's keep it one game at a time. We have the Dolphins. Like, how do you see the defense coming into next game? Because, dude, I know, like, even in the intro, I can't stop talking about Knox. Number 88, bro. He was, I'm telling you, I am up. I sat down. I sat everywhere. He's open everywhere. I'm like, no matter where I go, he's wide open. I can't take my eyes off him. So, like, explain to me why. And Gesicki last week, the tight end for Miami, had 7 targets and 0 yards, 0 catches. He's going to have 25 targets and he's going to have 26, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, is that what's going to happen next week? And we're just going to have to try to literally, yes, Kansas City Chiefs it kind of, and just like trying to try to win with some sort of offense, or you think that the defense could get it together? This
is the point. And sorry to cut you off. This is the point where it is.
I need to know. Help.
There's no hope for this defense. There's no hope. I can tell you that right now. There's no hope for this defense.
I got no answer for you, dude.
0. I got really nothing for you. I don't know what, dude. At this point, if we're gonna keep, the only way this defense can get slightly better is if the offense can move the ball and keep them in games. That will slightly get better. But the fact that we allowed right the gate again, second quarter, we see Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs. Like,
I mean, we knew that. I knew Diggs Day was coming. What are we doing? I knew Diggs Day was coming. And I knew Knox was 23 open. I just wasn't ready for how open.
23 yards, first play off the bat from Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs on Javelin Goodry again. I hope Eccles is back because we need him, because Goodry is – I get it. We're talking about a complete team all around. The Buffalo Bills are a complete team. We are not a complete team. We are young. We keep saying this every single week.
Barely
a very young team We are a very young team all around, all aspects of this game. Safeties, corners, you name it. We are young. The only place that you can say that we're the only place that you can say that we were probably not young is the front seven, and that's where we're at this point. Because I do want to touch on the Zack Wilson it's coming back, because we discussed that it was either Mike White gets another start if he plays well, even in a loss. He did not play well today. 4 interceptions, that's done. And honestly, even if we wanted to bring Zack Wilson back, even if there was a quote unquote quarterback controversy, I did not want him coming back against the Buffalo Bills. This is not a team that you're like, okay, you're coming back off an injury. Let's see what you got against the Buffalo Bills. Absolutely not. That defense is terrifying. Just no part of it. So I'm happy the Jets made that decision to save him for another week. Let him get healed. Let him just sit on the sideline, watch how to, because to be somewhat fair to Mike White, he was moving the offense on this stingy Buffalo defense to some extent. He was. It wasn't pretty because once the second half came around, the wheels just fell off. And this car was on cinder blocks.
Dude, this game was over. This game was over as soon as it was 17-3.
Yeah. So I hope that Wilson saw that Mike was taking what the defense gave him and tried to push it. There was times where you don't try to push against Tre'Davious White. There's a reason why this was his first interception of the year. It's like Darrelle Revis. You don't throw it to this guy's side.
Yeah.
That's just insanity. Like, you just don't do that. That's why Corey Davis didn't get a lot of action until the one time he got it, and then he had to fumble it. But
he fumbles almost every game he's been in, by the way.
Dude, this guy is bothering me. This guy is absolutely bothering me. I was so hyped for Corey Davis coming to this team because he's a big receiver. He can fight through contact. I very irritating that he either can't catch the ball at the beginning of the season or he's dropping the ball on a key play to keep this team, to help this team stay in a game, and he's not even doing that. Very frustrated with Corey Davis. Man, but to get back to your question after just going off, the defense can only get better if the offense gets better. It's a complete team effort in order for this team to be successful. If Zack Wilson could come back and play well against Miami, that's how this defense gets slightly better. Because once again, when we look at time of possession and when you see 32 minutes, the Jets got, I guess time of possession doesn't even matter today because the Jets had most of the time today, but it doesn't even matter. It didn't even feel like it. It honestly didn't feel like it because they're just a talent. The Bills are just a talented team. So offense has got to be better about moving it. You can't keep turning the ball over and allowing just quick possessions. We allowed so many quick possessions today. It felt like, I don't know why, I just felt like watching this game that the Bills had more in time of possession.
Well, they just scored quick. They just kept scoring every time they got the ball. Literally, every single time they got the ball. At one point, we were down 5 touchdowns, man. I mean, it was not a competitive game. There's not much more to it. Our QB had a 28 QBR. What I learned from this game, I learned a little bit about the Buffalo Bills. Without Edwards, their linebacker, they are susceptible. So if he's not healthy, you better watch out. The Bills are not really the Bills. I think if you're able to scheme back against Stephon Diggs, going to your slot man and riding out, I think you said it perfectly. That happened a couple times. Like, I'm so glad you pointed it out, but we have no safety to cover that. That's the point of the word. Like, he's a safety. Anyway, Neesmith had the interception today, right? That's going to be the cover here. So, but yeah, I really that's really all I have for this game. It's really like almost like a bury the football game. But how many times can you bury a football or bury the game plan? It's almost every week like this. So like I just
can we get another mini bye week?
I mean, speaking of mini bye weeks, you know who did have a mini bye week? The Dolphins, and we're playing them coming off a big win against the Ravens. I mean, It's a game that they can fall. They stink. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I
Can I
really
just
have
say one?
I have no confidence. I have no confidence. I have
I
no
have
confidence in
one
the
complaint
defense.
though.
But I do think the offense is going to be sick with. I'm going to be excited next week. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling it right now. As miserable as I am, as as annoyed as I am with the team, I'm going to be excited next week to see what Zack Wilson has learned and what he looks like coming off an injury. So you know what I mean. So that's going to be the intrigue there. But on the defense, man, I just literally have no hope. Our secondary
I
is
hear you.
disgusting. Our
The
linebacker
secondary is
coverage
just.
and our linebacker coverage and
Here's a
safeties are
question for you.
disgusting. They're disgusting.
Here's
I
a
don't know
question
how
for
else.
you.
I
After
don't know.
after watching this play, like this collective effort from the defense without Marcus Maye, if you're Joe Douglas, what do you do? Do you re-sign him?
Okay, can I go off on like I don't know, maybe like shout out to Joe Beningo who is retiring today. Maybe like a little Joe Beningo kind of like style rant. Like, do you think that Marcus Maye, like the way his agent and everything went about it, like this has nothing to do with the Jets anymore. This is like between Marcus Maye and like and the football NFL gods. You know what I mean? Like I
But
feel like this has nothing to do with the Jets anymore. Like the Jets, I was before any of this happened, it was reported that they weren't even interested in franchising him next year. That they didn't want to deal with this again. And now that this is over, maybe all Marcus Maye wants is a franchise tag, but if you didn't want to do it before, why would you want to do it with a guy with a torn Achilles? That doesn't make any sense to me. Or are you going to sign into like a really short term? Are you going to give a guy guaranteed money on a short term deal now coming off an Achilles? I don't know. If you can get like a extreme discount, maybe. I could just see like there's emotions and feelings, right? Like the DUI video was pretty
of
bad.
course,
Not a great video. He also kept it from the team during negotiations. Like that's not great faith. You know what I mean between the team and I don't know. I don't know if he would really like to play for this organization. If there's maybe some resentment. If you like get a smaller contract and now you're injured, coming off an injury, and you're like, yo, I got whatever I can. Like, let me just, I don't know what the vibe is, but then I don't know if he's gonna get anything from another team. And it's gonna be a safety, an older safety coming off on a prove it contract or not, or off an Achilles. I don't know, man. Or maybe a suspension starting. I don't know. To be honest with you, I hope he just stays on the Jets and everything turns around. You know what I mean? Like a DUI is something you can get over. An injury is something you can get over. Achilles. We saw Kevin Durant, so like he can get over it, right? Like we've seen it before. So, and they were the same age, him and KD. So if he's able to come back from this DUI, from the suspension, learn from it, on the moral aspect, if he's able to rehab, and maybe change his attitude a little bit off the field. Maybe not him, like just from his team. You know what I mean? From his agent and stuff. From what his vibes. You know what I mean? Maybe not him specifically. I hope that he is able to change it all around, and I do think he stays with the team because, dude, like you said, what are we gonna do? Draft 4 safeties and sign some? Like I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. We're definitely gonna draft some safeties, but I like Marcus Maye, man. I don't. If he leaves the Jets, I honestly fear that he would be kind of like on his way out of the league. You know what I mean? And I don't want that to happen.
I don't think he'd be out of. So there's a lot that you just said in your Joe Beninga style rant. So I'm going to start off with, you didn't answer my one question, but I'll come back to that at the end. I think Marcus Maye won't be out of the league. I think he will get a prove-it deal if he's not on the New York Jets. I think there is talent there. I think he could come back from an Achilles. I think some team will look at his production and how highly he was ranked the previous year and know that, all right, tore his Achilles, we can get him on a discount. He doesn't want to be with the Jets. He needs a fresh new
I agree.
team.
Do you think he'll be able to?
I can see that. Yeah, I think he can. I think
he'll be able to you think he'll be able to get a prove-it deal from do well on a prove-it deal in order to get a new contract. That's what I'm worried about. Like, I don't see
that.
Exactly. That's why
I don't know. That I don't know, but he doesn't see. The thing is that he doesn't necessarily need to be the greatest safety or be the best version of himself. He needs to be passable, right? He needs to be a passable safety to stay in the league. That's it.
Yep.
He just has to be better than average.
Yeah, minus 2 or 3 grades from Marcus Maye. His now is still pretty much average.
And that's what I'm saying. And so you just answered like what I was about to say is that even with that type of production, a team would still want him. And then at that point, his value is much lower than what his asking price is. And any team, if he can come back and be just that, someone will take him. Now, for the Jets portion, I would like him to stay as a Jet, obviously, because when you look at the bevy of safeties that we have, it ain't pretty. Ashton Davis is getting cooked, all right? That man he's like a hot dog that's been left on the grill for way too long and no one wants it anymore at this point. I think the Jets, it just sucks. It's all shriveled up, black, burnt. Just
CYO at the old CYO basketball gym. The one hot dog no one ever ate.
Just hanging out underneath the locker in the locker room at this point. Just rotting away.
The heat lamp. That's actually
exactly. Right next to the roaches. Yeah. But I mean, like I look at this team and I see that we need safeties at this point. And even if Marcus Maye is that level, right? The 5 to 10 points lower, being just an average safety, I'd take that over what we have right now. Like the hope is that both parties can come, have an agreement, get over this, the conflict, and then move along. All right. I don't know what will happen. We'll see what happens as it all unfolds. But do you think this is the question though, and I'm going to answer it first. Do you think that Joe Douglas looks at this guy and say, we need a safety and we want to keep Marcus Maye? And this is how I think Joe Douglas is approaching it. If we can be amicable on both sides, sure, we'll get a deal done, but it isn't going to be the number that you're looking at right now because he has a torn Achilles. We have to come back and see if he can play again. And that's a proven deal for himself. He won't even get the franchise tag. He'd have to get a new prove-it deal. Yeah. Unfortunately, and that's
here's the thing.
That's how I think.
Here's the thing, man. And you talk about it a lot. And so I feel like this is a really good time for the New York Football Jets. As someone was joking around with me, calling them that today. And Joe Douglas, your boy, to come back and make a whole spin on the whole New York Jets culture and take care of Marcus Maye, take care of their guy, even though he got injured. You know what I mean? At a time where he might have a proven deal with another team, then he has to get used to the system, coming off an injury, has to move, and then he's not really going to be able to get a new contract from that. Like, let's just keep him ourselves. Give him a contract, match whatever he's going to get anywhere else. Keep him ourselves. Take care of him. We have good facilities. We have good team doctors. Let him take care of the DUI. He's going to be, in Jersey anyway. So we take care of that here. We'll keep the suspension. Like, we're going to be trying to replace the safety position anyway. So it's not like that's going to hinder that too much anyway. He already knows the system. So to be honest with you, at the end of all this, Marcus Maye talk, and it's warranted because the safety play is atrocious, man. So I do hope he stays, and I hope the Jets really fulfill the big brother role of like, yo, we're sorry that, it went down like this. We didn't want it to play out like this, but you know what? We're not going to just like throw you out in the street and say, like, oh, we were right. Screw you. Enjoy, like go figure it out. Like, I hope it's like, all right, like, let's just figure this out. Here's a nice contract. We're going to help you get better. Like, we'll take care of all the off-field stuff with you. Like, we got your back, and like, let's move forward and like, let's kill this in like, the next 1 to 2 years or whatever.
For sure. That's a fact. And like just what you said, right. To be that big brother, to take care of their own. And it also puts a seal of approval on the New York Jets as a football team when other players say, oh, snap, this guy was in a lot of trouble, and they kept him around. They treated him like, sure, they didn't have to give him like any big contract.
No, but they gave him a contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they gave him a contract. They kept him there. They took care of him. That's the stuff that players do look at as well. So
yeah, that'd be cool.
Hopefully they can come to that. But there's one thing, and I do have one grudge, and it's not with you. It's with the refs, man. If I have to watch the amount of times I had to see Mike White get harassed after a blown whistle.
Oh yeah.
It's like, yo, are we going to get that flag? Because if it was us, You know that flag comes out in a hot second. There's not even three chances. It's not a 3-strike rule. It's whoa, flag. We got to protect Josh Allen. I get that Mike White is not the franchise quarterback. He is a Hall of Famer though, so you got to put some respect on his name.
I'm so happy.
So the NFL refs
of today happened, man. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy today happened.
Yeah, I need the refs to get their shit together when it comes to officiating the New York Jets, because we're talking about punching footballs, fumbles that aren't called. Got to be blind interceptions almost. And now just harassing a quarterback. What happened to protecting the quarterback? Yeah. What happened to that? Here's my side rant. This is the bullshit that comes from a Roger Goodell led NFL. Just inconsistency all around, and it comes all the way from the top all the way down. That's how I feel, man. That is just how I feel.
Listen, man, if you're making 9 digits on your salary, like,
and I get a private jet,
then you're fine. Like, you're allowed to be criticized. So I'll take that. I'll take some Goodell criticism for the Zebras. I mean, they, not for the Jets game, but for that Chicago game, which I was very happy at how it ended and the exact score it ended. So, albeit for me to complain, but there was some sketchy calls there, and they on the official report had 3 wrong calls there. It's tough, dude. It's really tough to wake up in the morning. Like, first of all, spend your hard-earned money, spend your time, get there, tailgate, do all these things, pour your blood, sweat, and tears into this, game and this team too, and then have a forward progress fumble taken away, or have your quarterback that happen. Or I mean, they did save us with the 2 offset penalties. I thought that was fun. That was cute. It was a little late in the game.
When I had to watch them allow Mike White's thrown ball to be considered a fumble for half his.
Dude, what was that?
I get
so funny you brought that up.
Not wanting to make the call. I get not wanting to make a call so that way you can get it accurate and just.
I think that's more of what it was.
Yeah, no, and that's what that was. But the amount of time it took to review, I was like, this man clearly flicked his wrist throwing the ball. Can we please just not take so long and just call it forward? It's a pass. It's a pass, man. It's just not even that hard sometimes, but they make it so. And honestly, my heart was in my throat. I was like, they're really about to turn this thing over. And when they didn't, I was like, thank God they got it right. And they couldn't be that egregious. But
yeah,
the Zebras and the New York Jets, man. It's not we're not facing one team every weekend. It's 2 teams. We're facing the opponents and the refs all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put too much blame on that. It's a little. I hope that the offensive coordinator, LaFleur, and Wilson are able to get some rapport. Michael Carter's there. Elijah Moore's on the map. Poor Crowder. Corey Davis, dude, he's slacking. We have no tight end. We can't guard a tight end. It's just so sad. It's the same story every day, Alex. That's what drives me absolutely nuts, dude. It's the same story. I wish it was something else. You know what I mean? Actually, to be honest with you, our special teams, I feel played pretty terrible today. I feel almost every single punt was going to be a block. We did have some good coverage on them. But dude, I just feel it's just I could have wrote exactly what happened in this game before it happened. I could have told you exactly what was going to happen. I could have literally posted it. Told you exactly what was going to happen. You're going to get some Zach Moss stuff, some Singletary stuff. Diggs is going to do you out, and Dawson Knox is going to be open on every play. Very simple. Nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I didn't know was how the offense was going to play, but I kind of knew. But I did learn, again, my final thought is I learned something about the Buffalo Bills and Nets. Without Trey Edwards, dude, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if they're what everyone thinks they are without their starting linebacker. I'm just saying.
They're a second-round exit, John. That's what this team is. The Buffalo Bills are a second-round exit.
Depends who they play.
It depends on who they play, but
But who are we? Who are we to talk about people and exits? And we get in the hunt, bro. I just want to be in the hunt, and then I can't even get that. That's all I want to be.
Yeah, that's all I want, man. That's why I said all I want is
The hunt.
competitive football.
So give me the
I
hunt.
can't even get competitive
I'm
football.
dying
Just
for
give me
that
competitive
graphic.
football, man.
That graphic is gonna make my life. We'll get there one
The
day,
elusive
Alex.
graphic. The
We'll get there
elusive
one day.
graphic. One day. Well, I think that wraps it up. John. All right, to the
Wrap up the
whole
season, bro. Wrap up the season. We're gonna have a fun schedule next couple of weeks. It's gonna be fun, but it's over. It's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I said it at the top of this episode, but I'll say it one more time. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please make sure to give us a 5-star review to leave a comment. And if you don't listen there, it's okay. We're on Spotify, Google Play, Amazon, Alexa, Stitcher, you name it. We are there. All right. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the notification bell. Also, while you're there on that channel, we have Winning Picks Weekly. So, check that out as well. And last but
NBA episodes coming out as well.
Yeah, that's a fact. And make sure to follow us on all social media platforms and engage with us. We're on Twitter, mostly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Going to start ramping up some Facebook interactions as well. So look out for some statuses over there if that's where you're hanging out most of the time. So catch you later, everyone. I wish this was a better game than what we got, but we'll catch you later this week for our Knicks episode and another Jets episode to preview the Dolphins. So
you know how it is. Knicks episode, Jets episode, NFL episode, NBA episode. Everything's coming to you this week.
And fun fact, after the season's over, as you know, we're doing 3 episodes. The 3 episodes will continue. We'll just flip it once the football season's over. And 2 Knicks episodes will be dropping, and 1 Jets episode will be dropping per week. That's how we'll be going. So we'll go Knicks, Jets, Knicks. That'll go. Or something along those lines. We'll figure it out. All right, everyone. Catch you later.
Let's go Jets, I guess. I don't know where we're going, but let's just go.